Welcome back. My name is Omni Flash. In this video, I'm going to show you how to tank with the Blunderbuss and Hatchet. It works especially well for my favorite mutation dungeon, Genesis. Why do I love Genesis Mutation 10 so much? Because of the loot. There is so many chests, so many bosses, so much good loot in Mutation 10, and we can hit this out in about 20 minutes. We're going to be doing this dungeon. This is one of my older runs, so it's only 21 minutes, but 21 minutes with a hatchet and a blunderbuss. We're going to show you exactly how to do this, gold it, and do it really quickly. A hatchet, blunderbuss, so much fun. You will not go back to Sword and Shield for Genesis Dungeon. Let's get right to the point. Let's get right to the build so that you can start doing the same thing I do, which is hatchet blunderbuss. It is amazing. It's super fun. People love it. Anyone I run with in Genesis Mutation Dungeons absolutely love the runs. They see something new. They enjoy the runs. It's actually really, really fun to do. First of all, the blunderbuss is absolutely nutty. It is insane. There's a perk on the right side called Last Chance. The Last Chance perk allows you to get 50% less damage every 30 seconds. That is insane. It's super strong. If you are less than 50% HP, the Last Chance perk is going to let you take 50% less damage. Also, we have other perks on here that just using ability gives you Fortify. Just shooting people within 3 meters gives you Fortify. So the blunderbuss gives you so much Fortify, so much survivability. It is absolutely insane. You do have the claw shot. The claw shot allows you to shoot a monster and taunt them, so you can hold aggro no matter how much DPS that your DPS is giving. You don't have to worry about losing aggro ever with your blunderbuss. Also, you have this gap closing mechanism. Your claw shot, whenever you want to kite something, you can kite something, you can hold aggro, you can kite it away. But if you have to get close to something that is chasing a healer or anything, you just use a claw shot and you can get close into the action really quickly. Then you can switch to your hatchet, whatever you need to do. There's also a lot of haste. There is a perk called Run and Gun. Every time you reload, you will get a 40% speed boost. That is pretty insane. It's only for 1 second, but 40% speed boost. It gives you so much speed. You also get speed boosts on on the grenades. Whenever you hit something with the grenades, you get an insane amount of speed boost as well. So you don't have to worry about getting caught. This kit gives you so much Fortify, a lot of haste. I use Shrapnel Blast a lot. The Shrapnel Blast is really strong as a taunt. All right, so I shoot things to hold aggro when you're using a blunderbuss. You just go up to them, you shoot them, anything that is in the way, you shoot them and you hold aggro. With the Carnelian, you all the damage you do is multiplied by 3. So as long as you do more damage than a third of the damage that your DPS is doing, you will hold aggro on anything. And as a tank, I'm running with 200 con. All right, I will be tanking M10s with 200 con. Sometimes I tank M9 and less with just 150 con, and just with the DPS, you are holding a lot of aggro. This right here is my favorite hatchet build. It has what I'm running right now is Berserk. You have Feral Rush and Raging Torrent. Every time you hit something with light attacks, it gives you Fortify. You are always fortified. You deal more damage when you light attack. You can also, I don't have the perk where you heavy attack, and that will also give you more damage. If you want to do more damage, if that's your goal, you also want to get the perk where you get empowered whenever you heavy attack. I do have Critical Throw that gives me 5% crit chance, rejuvenating crits. Every time I light attack, I get 10% stamina. So every time I light attack a lot. It gives you insane amounts of stamina. You will be dodging all the time. You will never run out of stamina. Infected Throw is super good against those elite monsters that have vampiric, that have leeching. You would use this just to weaken them and also reduce their ability to heal. In this run, I will be using Raging Torrent, but actually, I think I prefer Infected Throw for these dungeons, especially against those elite mobs that do have that extra heal. If you hit them with the Infected Throw, they just don't heal and they just go splat. They just die. So it's actually, today I would change the build. I would actually drop Raging Torrent completely and put an extra point into Infected Throw. Okay, so let's talk about the gear a little bit. On my hatchet, what I do recommend is to have Angry Earth Bane. Angry Earth Bane, Refreshing Move. Angry Earth Bane, Refreshing Move, and some other damage perk. That's all you need, but you need Angry Earth Bane and Refreshing Move. That's the perfect build for your hatchet. And then for my Blunderbuss, Angry Earth Bane, and then some other damage perks like Enchanted. I have Venturing Claw Shot, which whenever I claw shot something from more than 10 meters away, I get empowered. So, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just having those Banes on your weapons will help you keep aggro. We are DPS tanking, so you will be using Honing Stones. You will be coating both of your weapons. Be sure to coat both of your weapons. So you have to coat your Blunderbuss and coat your hatchet. Also make sure that you have all 3 trophies with Angry Earthbane in your house. The split that I am using is 200 strength, 100 dex, and 200 con. I don't think I'm using that perfectly for this run. I'm being a little cheap, and I'm just using 33 strength food from the winter event because it's a 25-minute food, and I don't actually have to use more expensive food. I just use my leftover Christmas food. But what I would recommend the split be is 200 strength. That will give you damage for your Blunderbuss, and 100 dex, which will make your hatchet a lot stronger. That's why I don't recommend 300 strength, which will make your Blunderbuss stronger. However, we are doing a lot of damage in this build with the hatchet. The Blunderbuss is only an aggro tool, but the most of your damage is coming from the hatchet. You'll be doing some massive DPS even as a tank. No longer will you be bored out of your mind as a tank. Not a sword and shield. You don't stab them, then you hold block. Then you stab them and you hold block. We don't do that anymore. You basically go out there and you are the DPS. You have several ways to protect yourself. So much Fortify. You have complete immunity to death every 90 seconds from Berserk and Defy Death. You also have 50% Fortify every 30 seconds when you are below 50% health from Last Chance. And then you get a Last Chance every 30 seconds. This is insane. I hope the developers don't nerf it, but maybe they will, maybe they won't, but it is insane. It is so good for tanking. I love the Blunderbuss. It isn't perfect for every type of dungeon run. The Blunderbuss isn't super good for Lazarus. It's actually kind of meme. However, because the hammer is so good for Lazarus, so I don't use a Blunderbuss in Lazarus. However, in Genesis, the Blunderbuss is perfect. Not once will you ever need a sword and shield. So on enemies, what I like to do is I like to claw shot them, which will make them drop the fire circle underneath my feet. And once I am pulled into the boss, there will not be any fire underneath the boss. So claw shot is a really good aggro tool whenever you shoot anything with a claw shot and you have a carnelian gem in your Blunderbuss. It will be automatically taunted to you for, I believe, 4 seconds. Now, you were saying 4 seconds is not a very long amount of time. However, as you can see, with the red fuzzy lines around the boss's name, I have complete aggro. I have complete taunt of the boss at all times. The boss is on me and no one else, simply because I am DPSing the boss at all times. I shoot it and I hit it with my hatchet over and over again. The boss is on me the full time, and that is how you hold aggro. Actually, during this run, my blunderbuss level was about blunderbuss level 15. So the tree I gave you is the tree that I recommend now. It's just during this video, my tree was a little different. It had five less points. So I mean, you don't have to. I would recommend that if you are trying to do this, you do want to get all the fortifies. You want to get last chance. You want to get the fortifies when you shoot the enemy. Those are very important. There's the ability that gives you 9 pellets instead of 6. That's not super important for tanking. So that could be one of the abilities that you don't have if you are still leveling up your blunderbuss. Now, like on this Gorgiri person, this elite boss right here, just smack it over and over with your hatchet. You can use infectious throw, or you can use the plague grenades. The plague grenades does require you to have one of those perks, either on your weapon or on one of your armor pieces. But plague grenades will reduce the amount of healing it does. Also, if you use the infectious throw, disease throw, there are a couple other perks such as venturing claw shot that'll increase your DPS, help you hold taunt. Also, leeching shrapnel blast will help you get your health back. I do recommend there is the Doom's Chance earring, which is free from the Caretaker. So when you beat the Caretaker boss in any Genesis, in Genesis Mutations or any Genesis, be sure to get that earring. That is perfect for this dungeon. It is perfect for the blunderbuss. Right now I have aggro on the soldier and the prowler. And you know, right now, if your team is strong enough, we would just kill the prowler and the soldier at the same time. But right now we have them separated. But if you want to do a even faster run, your team can fight the prowler and the soldier together. If you're confident, you can fight them together. If you're not sure just how strong everyone is yet, you will fight them separate. All right. So I would tank the soldier, and the DPS can kill the archer and the prowlers first. However, if you are super confident in your team, we just basically kill all the archer, prowler all together. What you would do is you bring the soldier and the prowler to the archer, and make sure the soldier is not facing the tree. You don't want the soldier to face the tree, simply because the soldier has that Path of Destiny type skill, and he can hit the tree. Also, he has a shockwave skill that has a very far range, so even if the tree is behind him, if he's too close to the tree, his shockwave can kill the tree. You have to be about this far away from the tree just to be safe. You want to have some skills up when the last soldier dies. You want to have some skills up so that you can shoot the soldier, shoot the prowler, shoot all the adds with. And then they will aggro to you and start running after you. Just shoot them a couple times. It works really well. And if you need aggro super fast, you can shoot them with a claw shot. But really, just shoot them a couple times and you'll get aggro. That is one reason why I don't think I actually need 300 strength. Because with the 200 strength, I hold aggro pretty well with the blunderbuss. Now I swapped to the hatchet, and using defy death, I was able to just, you know, hit it, and then I have 3 seconds of invulnerability to get healed back up by my healer. So every 90 seconds, just keep that in mind. Every 90 seconds, there is a timer in a mutation dungeon, so you know exactly when 90 seconds is up, and you will know when you have that ability to have like an extra HP bar for being invulnerable for another 3 seconds. Well, that was unfortunate. I should have pulled him outside of the fire. It has not been 90 seconds. But fortunately, he was down, and my teammates was able to pick me up. Going to have to smack him a couple of more times in order to get aggro again. Now we have aggro. Coming up to the shaman, you just run bypass him. No need to aggro him. Now if you stick to the left, you can run right behind this soldier. Oh, I'm taking this the shrivel circle to my friends so that they don't get debuffed, so you can skip most of the mobs. Don't have to fight them. They don't give you all that much loot. When you come to a crystal, be sure to touch the crystal. This way, if you go down, you won't actually die. You can be revived. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about our team. Our team looks like it's mostly great axes. Vash has his spear to provide rend. Now for this boss, there's a super fast way you can actually pretty much just surround him. And right now, since we don't have body collision, it's even easier to surround the caretaker. Which is just bring him outside of his circle. And then just hit him with your hatchet, hit him with your spear, hit him with your great axe. The healer actually doesn't have to be too close. You want to just surround him, sort of hug his body. All of the melees. Now, this is a fire dungeon, so you don't want to have any fire mages for a fire dungeon, simply because in fire mutations, fire damage does like 60% less damage. This is a fire mutation, you know, because there are fire circles on the ground. Alright, so you do have to watch out for that huge the black hands he throws at you, the death hands. So every time he reaches down, make sure you dodge those. But you see, like right now, all you gotta do, basically just surround him on all sides. Like a U shape, so that he's not able to run to the center, to the arena, and put up those walls. And look at this, he is in his final phase. What you want to do once you are in his final phase, and when he's swimming, the thing is, he will swim to you. So what you want to do is bring him to the chest, and when he comes out of the chest, all you gotta do is dodge the hands and burn him down. Healers do have to remember, they're important to stay alive. They don't have to be too close. Alright, I shot my splitting grenades. Hopefully that aggro's Cersei's. There is a boss in there, one of those Cersei's. Cersei comes right over. So you can. I found that you can shoot a splitting grenade inside, even before the walls come down. And you can aggro Cersei's. Alright, take Cersei's down pretty fast. Then the healer got, Talia got Kotemos. We're going to kill Kotemos in here. Because Kotemos likes to jump around. In here he doesn't have as much room to run away. In dungeons like this, I always use Light's Embrace, Beacon, and Sacred Ground. I just like having extra circles to throw on the ground. Just so that I always have a circle up if there is a fire. Talia Redguard, I believe, is using he's using Splash, Sacred Ground, and I'm not sure it's Light's Embrace. I think it's Light's Embrace. Right here, there is actually Blight on the bottom ground now. So normally, if you don't know if you aggro the soldier or not, if you do aggro the soldier, I normally pull the Prowler and the soldier up here. However, if we don't aggro the soldier, if you just hug the wall towards the right, if you don't aggro the soldier, just normally burst down the Prowler. Right here, usually aggro just the Prowler and the Genesis Fiend. When those are down, I aggro the soldier. However, if your team is really strong, you can kill the Prowler and the soldier at the same time. That would probably make the run a little faster. This was a safe run. It's up to you. If your team, if you have a really strong team, you can aggro the soldier and the Prowler at the same time. I really like the claw shot. It kind of reminds me of Pathfinder and Apex Legends. Just being able to shoot your grappling hook and zoom across the battlefield. So I'm just pretty much just tanking them. Everyone's smacking the boss, so his stamina gets broken really quickly. Now there is an archer right here. Sometimes you're able to not aggro him and you can skip him. But if he is aggroed, be sure to make sure that he's facing not towards that hive. You don't want him to evade shot backwards into the hive. Then you have to kill all the fiends in the hive. We're gonna go directly to the archer boss. Once again, you want to make sure that archers, they tend to evade shot backwards. You want to make sure it's not going to evade shot into Balder the soldier. Instead, have the archer boss always evade shot into a wall. Now I aggro the soldier. We're going to have everyone run into the crystal room and touch the crystal. Now once you touch the crystal, what that means is that you don't have to worry. If you get down, you're not going to full die. Someone can revive you again. As long as you touch the crystal, it will remove one of your deaths. Basically, whenever you are revived, just touch this crystal, no one will ever go down permanently. Just have to try to dodge those shockwaves. We do burst them down pretty quickly. Some people do go down. However, once they got up, they touched crystal, and we're ready to go take care of the last boss. The Garden Keeper. On the Garden Keeper, I like to start out with my hatchet. You want to make sure that you get your swings in and acquire aggro quickly with your hatchet. Also use berserk. Then you can go farther away and shoot with the blunderbuss. I do make a mistake, and I turn the wrong direction. Make sure you do not do that. Make sure after you claw shot in to move backwards. Do be sure to do that. You don't want to turn the boss onto your DPS. That was bad. My first few times using the blunderbuss is a mistake we do recover from, though. Alright, so I do have the chain in these mutations. The person with the chain should touch all the teammates. It is your job to touch teammates. This way your teammates do not have the debuff. The debuff will make them not able to heal. It will make them so that they heal for 50% less. They deal 50% less damage. So as a blunderbuss DPS, as a blunderbuss tank, whenever the boss throws her breath at me, I just dodge backwards and out of range. And I get lots of poison circles. She also likes giving me the shrivel circle a lot. One cool thing about the Garden Keeper now is that if you have your hatchet out during her scream, the scream will not automatically KO you anymore. The last defy death from berserk, from the berserk tree, will make it so that you survive the scream. So having your hatchet out, and you can actually tank her scream now. You will have to use the HP pot after the scream, though. And that is it. It is super fun. I wish you will try. I hope that you will try Hatchet Blunderbuss. It is super fun and quite effective. If you have any questions, feel free to ask below. Let me know what you think about the hatchet and the blunderbuss. I hope you like it. I hope you try tanking with it. I seriously really enjoy tanking with the hatchet and the blunderbuss. The blunderbuss is an amazing tanking tool. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.